4 p.m. Pacific. And today we are bringing back a Latin theme. I want to say we did this 4 or 5 months ago, but it's such a fun theme, I thought we would revisit it today and maybe try some new things with it. You might notice this week, if you're a regular, that we're in a slightly different space. My friend and co-worker at Hoffman Academy, Nick Boxwell, and I have been experimenting with some different setups. And I apologize for some of the technical difficulties we've encountered the past weeks as we've experimented, but we're hopeful that we can land on a really good solution. You'll notice I can just push a button and now we're top down. In the past, I've had to like hold my webcam, which can be a little bit awkward. So I hope this is a much better learning, viewing, and musical experience all around. I think the wait will be worth it. So let's jump right in. Today we're in the key of E minor. So let's quickly take a quick review. We'll quickly take a quick review, that was redundant, of the E minor pentascale. So if you're a beginner to piano, let's say you've been doing this 1 year or less, I would stick with these 5 keys. And you don't have to use these 5. You could use these 5 up here or these 5, but just find somewhere where you're in that pattern of E, F sharp, G, A, B. So go ahead and try playing those 5 notes. And remember, when we improvise, which is what we're going to be doing today, there are no right or wrong notes, but it's nice to stick to a certain family or key, if you will. And today the key is E minor. Now, if you're more experienced and you'd like to extend beyond that, you can go up the full 1 octave scale. If you know how to do that, the fingering is 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the fingering for that. Then one other bonus note you can throw in, which will kind of give it a blues or a jazz sound, would be this A sharp. Okay, so these are the keys we're going to be doing. Just take a few seconds, just kind of doodle around on these keys for a little bit on your piano. Remember, improvising is experimenting. We're trying to find sounds that sound good. And we want to be in this Latin style. So find some rhythms that feel exciting and feel like it fits that mood as you experiment. Take a few more seconds to just doodle around on those keys. I like to think of improvising as doodling. Like, you know, an artist spends some time just sketching, trying things out. That's doodling. Musicians doodle too, you know. Let's see what sounds good. Now, one rhythm that I wanted to check out with you today is this syncopated rhythm, ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. So I think this can be a fun rhythm to use in Latin style music like this. Ba, 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 ba. Now, if you're not familiar with this kind of note, this is an 8th note, which you're probably familiar with. Usually 8th notes come in pairs like this, ti-ti. You've seen this from day 1 at Hoffman Academy, if you learned with me, with hot cross buns, we know that rhythm. But there's another way you can draw 2 8th notes. You can also draw them like this, with flags. It means exactly the same thing, ti-ti, ti-ti. The reason we draw them with flags is so you can separate them. You'll notice up here, we put 1 8th note, then a quarter note, then another 8th note. And that makes a fun syncopated rhythm. Ba, 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 ba. Try to say that with me. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Good. Now let's try clapping that rhythm. Ready, go. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Try touching your elbow with that rhythm. Go. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Good. Now, let's try to improvise a rhythm. Now, I'll leave these keys colored, but I'll kind of improvise up here, but leave these as a reference. And you can use this rhythm to improvise some notes using the E minor pentascale or full octave scale. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ta, ti-ta, ti-ta, ta. Now I want you to make up some notes using this rhythm. Ba 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 ba. Ready, go. Ba 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 ba. When you improvise, I want to challenge you to not overthink it. It's very important to keep the rhythm going when you improvise. Don't worry about playing the right note or playing the wrong note. Just keep the rhythm moving. That's called finding the groove or feeling the groove. You've got to stay in the groove when you improvise. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so challenge yourself. Whether you play a note that sounds good or whether it's terrible, who cares? Keep the rhythm going. Okay, and let's do this rhythm like 6 or 7 times in a row until I say stop. Just keep playing notes and try to keep that rhythm going. Using any of these notes, but this rhythm, keep it moving. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? Ready, go. Ba, 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 ba. Keep going. Ba, 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 ba. Great. How'd you do it? Keeping the rhythm going. Now, if you get stuck, remember, even repeating notes are okay. Ba, 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 ba. See, that can sound kind of fun too. Ba, 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 ba. Improvising can be that simple. Repeating notes are okay. Skipping notes are okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, now, let's try doing our jam. If this is your first time joining me, let me tell you what to expect. So I'm going to play what's called an accompaniment. And my accompaniment will sometimes sound like this. I'm going to keep doing different things, but you're not trying to play what I'm playing. The accompaniment is supporting what you're doing. So you will be improvising the melody. The melody in music is like the voice of the music. It's the song that we sing. All right, the melody is, it can be anything. And you can make up rhythms like the rhythm we just looked at, or you can make up some new rhythms. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, da, ba, ba, da, ba, 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 da. Anything is okay. The main goal is to try to make your notes dance with my notes. It's not going to have the same rhythm, it's not going to be the same notes, but our notes are going to work together to create some fun music. So I encourage you to stay in that E minor pentascale. If you're a beginner or if you want to go all the way up the full octave scale, you can go to different places on your piano as long as you're staying in the key of E minor. Let's jam together. You can start playing whenever you feel like it. Let's make some music. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd your improvisation go? I hope you had some fun with that. And I hope you'll keep experimenting with the E blues scale this week. Sorry, E minor. And I threw in that one blues note, if you remember that A sharp. So we could call that E minor, or it's a variant on E blues. Now, it's time for the finger puppets to come out and share a joke. And then if you want to stick around at the very end, if you're watching me on my Facebook page, you can leave a comment with your name, where you're watching from, and we'll do shout outs at the end. But let me find the finger puppets, see if they're ready to come and tell us a joke. Hey guys, hi everybody. I've got a joke today. Okay. What kind of tree fits in your hand? I don't know. What? A palm tree. Good one, Scuba. Bye everyone. Bye guys. Thanks for that joke, guys. Now let's do shout outs. So I'm just gonna open up my Facebook app and see if I can find myself. Hey guys. And let's give shout outs to everyone who's watching. Hello to Grace in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hello to Josh, thanks for watching. And Paul is saying, don't forget to like the video to help Mr. Hoffman. Thank you for remembering to say that. I appreciate that. Yes, please do like this video. That helps my channel, my website, continue to reach new people. Thank you so much. And hello to Samantha in Lacey, Washington. Teresa asked, what is the accompaniment that I'm playing called? I'm getting this from a book that you've seen me use so many times before, Pattern Play. By Akiko and Forrest Kinney, and that particular accompaniment is called Syncopated. A really great tune. Hello to Iris in Kentucky. Hello to Staven in New York. Hello to Daria in New York City. Hello to Edgar in the Philippines. I'm glad you enjoyed that today. Hello to James in Garden City. Hello to Colin in California. Yes, I do remember you, and I hope you're doing well. Hello to Eloise watching in Glendale, California. Hello to Vivian in La Mesa. Hello to Teresa in California. Hello to Harshitha and Jay in Florida, ages 10 and 5. Hello to Oliver in Barre, Vermont. I hope I said the name of that city correct. Hello to Ferdinand in Ithaca. Hello to Lisa in West Sussex, England. Hello to Lila in Florida. James says he loves the finger puppets. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Hello to Sophie and Esther in Wales. So glad that you're watching and learning with me. Hello to Izzy in Texas. And I'll just wait and see if any more people give me a shout out message so I can say hello to you. How did while I'm waiting for more people's names to come through, leave me a message if you have comments about this new setup. Like, was the audio okay? Was the video okay? We're still trying to iron out all the kinks and make sure the quality is the best we can make it. So if you have comments or thoughts about this new format, let me know. Bridget is asking, am I working on more chapters? I assume you mean more units, on the website. Yes, we are working on, I'm trying to plan out units 15 through 17 right now, and it always takes me hours and hours to comb through. I play through literally hundreds of pieces and songs. Sometimes it takes me playing through 100 just to find one that I like enough to put in the method. I'm very picky, try to choose the best repertoire. Also, repertoire that teaches specific skills and techniques and theory concepts. So it takes me a long time to find just those right pieces that will serve our purposes. But I think it will be worth the wait. I am working on more videos, definitely. Hello to Scarlett and Sai in Davao City, Philippines. Great to have you guys back. Saying audio was a bit broken. I'll have to go back and listen, and we will keep working on that. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's the internet connection or if it's the cable or some of our software. So we're using a variety of devices to connect the two different cameras to the laptop, then to the streaming. It's complicated. So, and someone's asking, can I do a tour around the place? We did do a tour a few months back. We could do that again sometime. But if you go back through our video archives, you could find the day we did the tour. I'll have to look and see, or maybe someone who's watching can find that link. Often when I say, oh, I'll find a link for you, someone posts the link before I can even get to it. And so Roar, I was going to play it last week and I didn't have the book, and because I'm in a different room today, I'm afraid I still have the same problem. I don't want to waste your time while I look for the music, but I'll try and remember to have it next week. How'd you like my robot sounds? That was my I'm thinking. So while I'm waiting for anyone else who wants to leave a comment or get a shout out, I see a question from Edgar, even though it's not technically a question and answer week. We'll let this slide. I know it's not a question and answer session today, says Edgar, ha ha ha, but I want to ask if what is the best college program to take in college related in music? I've been your student for more than a year and already a music student, grade 12, senior high school, and incoming college and want to pursue a music course. Ooh, that's a complicated question. I don't want to give career or college advice without plenty of information to go off of, Edgar. You know, those are such important decisions and really can obviously affect the course of your life. And it really would depend a lot on your goals and what you're looking for, what you hope to accomplish, and where you want to live to do that. There's so many factors that I don't think I could do that justice. But I would encourage you to do some research, talk to some people. You can call up some music professors. Music faculty are usually pretty friendly, and just start talking to people. The more you can ask around, check out online different programs, read up on different programs, and start to do some exploring and asking around. Okay, a few more people to say hello to. Hello to Austin, Jason, and Lisa in North Carolina. Austin had a successful piano party. He's now learning Mary Had a Little Lamb. So you must have recently finished Unit 2. Congratulations. I believe Mary Had a Little Lamb is early on in Unit 3, so you're making great progress, and I hope you keep going, Austin. And let's see. Ludmilla asks, any more recommendations for improv books? This is the best series that I know. This pattern play series I absolutely love. There aren't a lot of method books or print materials for improvising because it's an art form that isn't usually written down. It's very rare to write down an improvisation because then it technically becomes a composition once you write it down. Improvisations are very spur of the moment, spontaneous things, so it's actually hard to find print materials for improvisation. But Forrest Kinney did a great job with his wife, Akiko, and this collection is outstanding. I met Forrest Kinney in person. He came and did an improvisation workshop for us here at Hoffman Academy, and I got to improvise with him. He worked with some of our teachers and some of our students, and we learned so much from him. It's important. I think it's a really important part of a music education that when I was a kid, my teacher never had me improvise. We never talked about improvisation, never said the word improvisation, which is too bad because it's such a great creative part of the music making process. Creativity is essential to good music making, in my opinion, and it makes you a better performer, whether you want to improvise in public ever or not. Learning to improvise helps you be more spontaneous as a performer. It gives you more confidence, a little bit more freedom at the piano. It's a really valuable skill. Let's see. Haha, I knew someone would come through. Thank you. Someone I saw shared the link for the video tour we did. It's a comment under Paul Edwards. Thank you for that link. Let's see. Teresa said, on the last jam session, you said you taught some people about how to play the organ. Are you going to teach the organ online? Great question, Teresa. I don't have any plans for organ lessons online. I think that would be really cool. Organ is a really awesome instrument. I love playing the organ, but it's super hard, and I'm not advanced. I took maybe 2 years of organ lessons, and of course, having a background in piano makes it much quicker to learn the organ, but it still has some very unique challenges. So I wouldn't feel confident to teach organ online because I don't consider myself an expert. I could give some tips, and I have taught organ lessons to be sure, but wouldn't put myself at like a world expert level. So I don't have any plans for that. Allison and Danielle and Lucy are letting the rain wet them. You must be learning Rain Come Wet Me. That's a great song. So thanks for watching today. Hello to Alexander, Serenity, and Christopher. Glad to have you guys watching. Okay, James saying the audio is getting some cracking, and that's one thing we will try to fix. Thank you for that update. And Xavier is asking, are you going to teach violin in another series? Probably not anytime soon. Our next thing that we're working on is guitar. We do plan on adding online guitar. Violin, maybe down the road, if we find the right violin teacher to work with. Let's see. Iris says, I love the new setup for the jam sessions. I'm glad to hear that, Iris. We will keep trying to work on the audio. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Let's see, I'm going to wait for just another minute to see if anyone else leaves their name. Okay, here's another one. Hi to Sydney and Scarlett in Las Vegas. Hello to Micah, Gabriel, a new beginner piano student. So good to have you, Micah. I hope you continue coming back. Each week, we'll do this every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you're free. Well, that may be it for today. I'll wait just a few more seconds for the internet delay to catch up. Send me any more names. Well, if you enjoyed this lesson today, please, again, remember to like it. You can share it. You can do whatever you want with it. And I hope you'll come back next week for more jamming with me. Oh, wait, one more squeezed in. So let's say hello to Benj in Utah. Thank you for watching. And we're